Hello, friends. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Golden Tee Lounge. I'm Kevin Lindsay. It is officially August 1st, somehow, because time is really nothing but an illusion. And it's time for our first Monday mix-up of the month, Easter Island, one of our Golden Tee 2022 courses. Kicking things off with hole 2, the par 3. $1,000 in today's contest. Go to goldentee.com/locations to find any Golden Tee Live or Golden Tee PGA Tour game that has been updated to 2022, and you will get your chance at that prize pool for today. Play as many times as you want until 1 a.m. Central Time. And if your first couple games don't go very well, don't worry. You've got plenty of time throughout today to get out and play. We kick things off with a par 3, and then we move on to hole 4, which is a par 5. Then we go to number 16, another par 3. This is typically much harder setup than it is right now. Because it is such an early hole in the Monday mix-up, you're not going to get as many... Oh, come on. You're not going to get as strong as a wind. So that 6 mile an hour is perfect for that little spot on hole 16 with that right 9 green. And then we go from hole 16 back to number 5. Another par 3 that I'm sure is going to roll right on by the cup for me. So a couple of chances early in today's contest to hit a par 3 hole in one. Pretty fun, pretty straightforward setups there, so nothing too difficult. Getting on to hole number 5. This is actually Easter Island number 12. Nice par 5. You can just throw your shot right past the statues. Even though you're on heavy rough, you have a little bit of rough surrounding the green to give you a good bounce. And then you're putting in for eagle. As we get to hole 6, this is actually hole 8, a par 5. This one's a little tricky because you have to be careful. This hole is very easy to overhit. First, you got to avoid those gentlemen statues just standing in your way, but you got to be careful because this grass makes it very easy to overhit or run your shot off of that hill into the water. So be safe when playing up that layup spot. And then you'll most likely just have a nice little attempt there for putted eagle. Go to hole 7, which is actually hole 11. This is a nice, fun, drivable par 4. I'm going to put a little bite on, or excuse me, backspin. I want to go bite. But with that wind blowing out in the green there, just makes me a little nervous to throw it out there with bite. Now, of course, then I underhit my shot, but that's okay. Still putting in for a nice little eagle there. Number 8, actually Easter Island, hole 3. Fun little drivable par 4 here. 10 mile an hour wind. You don't typically see that early on in a round, but because you have it later on in today's Monday mix-up, shouldn't be too bad though. Wind is blowing to the left side of the green, just cutting around the statues. Nice little putt in for eagle. Hole number 9. This is hole 7, another drivable par 4. This one a little bit trickier, but don't read too much into it, especially with today's setup. We're going to just do a little high tee, 5 wood with roll. You don't normally see me hit a high tee with roll, but for today, it felt like the good option. Could have probably hit that harder, but again, as long as you're putting in for eagle on these drivable holes, you can't really argue with that. So 15 under after the front 9. We get to hole 10. This is hole 17, par 5. This one, nice setup, 13 mile an hour wind blowing from your back. So much better than what you probably saw twice on our Freaky Friday Best of 2022 par 5s. Nothing crazy here. Just hit a high tee driver. Land it right in the middle of that fairway green. Even if you hit the rough, you're still going to be okay. You're going to have a pretty short shot to the pin.
Right off that hedge. How else can we say it? This lie is awful.
So I'm just going to actually use 5 hybrid. Could have pushed that out a little bit more, but even hitting out that heavy rough, like I was saying, comes out very clean. And of course, that 13-mile-an-hour wind really helps push things forward there for you. Hole 11, Easter Island, number 14. This one is sometimes drivable. We've seen a few hole-in-ones on it already. I'm not going to get too crazy because if you don't have a good headwind to help you out towards the green, you can get stuck in that sand trap in front of the green, and it's not fun to try to get out of. Hole 12 is actually hole 13. Another one of the par 3s of Easter Island. Very simple shot here. We're just going to go 5 hybrid with a little roll. Now this time, hole 13, it is hole number 18. It's kind of fun to see that early on here. We're going to high tee our 6 wood. See if we can avoid the statues here. Nope. We're going to get a nice little kick in the water.
That one found the fairway.
Oh, almost had the hole out for birdie, saving birdie there, but that's okay. Again, it is Monday Mix-Up, so you can play this as many times as you want. As we get to the next hole, hole 14 is actually hole number 1. Not drivable by any means, but a nice 14-mile-an-hour wind that will help you get a little bit closer to potentially an eagle chip there. Not so lucky for me, but that's all right. We move on to hole 15, which is hole 6. This one, probably one of the nastiest par 5s in the game for 2022. 15-mile-an-hour wind, 635 yards. This one may take a couple of trips to get to the green in one. Probably want to hit more of an A2 than an A1. The nice thing is the elevation change and the massive green help give you an opportunity to get on the green and still putt in for eagle. Again, you may have a long putt here and you might miss it like me, but at least you are able to get there in 2. Easter Island 10, non-drivable par 4 here for number 16. This one is very straightforward. I think this may be one of the only non-drivable par 4s other than hole 1 on this course. I'm going to throw a little 3 hybrid right at the bottom of the cup there. Ah, just missed it. It's okay, though. Hole 17 is actually hole number 9, another par 3, 16-mile-an-hour wind. This is actually a really tough one. Just kind of... Stop. Oh, look at that. This is a tough pin, tough wind, tough everything there. So good luck getting birdie on there. I'm just happy I didn't fall in the water. And then to end things, we've got Easter Island 15. Another drivable par 4. This one's going to be a little tough. You got to cut it around the rocks here. If you hit the 8-wood like me, might end up getting a couple of rock bounces, but that's all right. So there you have today's Monday Mix-Up $1,000 contest on Easter Island. GoldenTee.com/locations to find a Golden Tee Live or Golden Tee PGA Tour game, 2022 game that is updated near you. And we'll see you guys throughout the rest of the week.